Izzati. In today's presentation, we will be talking about our group assignment. Assalamualaikum to our Dr. Nur Izzati. In today's presentation, we will be talking about our group assignment, which is religion and sustainable economy. Before I could continue with our group presentation, I would like to introduce myself and my group members. My name is Nur Sahrish binti Shazali, and my group members are Muhammad Ismail Muiz bin Muhammad Nur, Khairun Yusra binti Faizidin, Adriana Nanira binti Idham Fairuz, and Aisha binti Ismail. Our content is divided into 6 major tasks.
Okay, now I will give an introduction on the relations between religions and the sustainable economy. Firstly, the concept of how the social, environmental, and economic spheres are intertwined. A sustainable economy aims to strike a balance between them to build a robust and flourishing society for present and future generations.
The first point that we'll be talking about is job growth and poverty. Poverty is an economic condition of lacking basic necessities needed to live a reasonable life. This includes the need for money, food, water, education, and shelter. In Islam, job growth and poverty are handled using a third economic system. The first two are communism and capitalism. In this system, it involves financing, trading, zakat, and interest-free loans. Even poor person with some credibility can survive in this economic system. Meanwhile, in Christian, in sustaining job growth and avoiding poverty, they use Bible which teaches family stability, hard work, wise use of times, trustworthiness, and freedom from drunkenness. Such teachings prevent poverty and lay a foundation for prosperity. After seeing the points presented in job growth and poverty and how it is handled by Islam and Christian, there are two similarities that can be derived between those two religions and one differences. The first similarity is that both religions importance of the family stability and moral values. In Islam, the concept of zakat and interest-free loans are emphasized as means to support the less fortunate, while in Christian, teachings on family stability, hard work, and wise use of time are emphasized to prevent poverty and promote prosperity. Secondly, is that both religions work as a means of honoring and serving a higher purpose. In Islam, engaging in halal work and conducting business ethically is encouraged as a form of worship. In Christian, the concept of every task as an opportunity to honor God reflects the idea that work is not just for personal gain, but also for the greater glory of God.
Hi, my name is Aisha and I'll be presenting about economic growth and stability. The term economic growth describes the gradual rise in the nation's output of products and services, which signals rising wealth and rising living standards. From the Islamic perspective, controlling the high rate of inflation can be an issue in achieving economic stability. Therefore, several approaches was established to control inflation and achieve economic stability. One of the few approaches are putting into effect a monetary system based on the Sharia law that forbids usury or interest and excessive speculation. On the other hand, from the Christian perspective, the Bible says that there are two facets to human nature. First, because we are made in God's likeness, we have the ability to govern the financial system. Second, though, because of their sinfulness, people are naturally avaricious and exploitative. This emphasized the necessity of shielding people from the immorality of humans within the economic system. And so, to summarize, both Islam and Christianity share some common perspective on economic stability. One of them are the concept of stewardship. Both religions place a strong emphasis on the concept of stewardship, which holds that humans are God's trustees or guardians of the resources that He has supplied. This calls for the prudent use of resources for the good of society at large. Another similarity is the concept of charity. Both Islam and Christianity encourage the almsgiving and charitable giving as means of distributing wealth and helping the less fortunate.
This next point is about sustainable agriculture and transportation. Agriculture and transportation are both crucial aspects of the economic system, with one influence the other in significant ways. Transport is essential to the food supply of agricultural products that affect the economy and environment. A major focus of Islam is to maintain proper preservation of the environment, which involve agriculture and transportation. According to the Quran and Hadith, Muslims are taught to utilize agricultural practices that prioritize environmental, water conservation, and animal welfare. In Christianity, agriculture is viewed by Christians as the holy activity, based on biblical teaching and stewardship principles. Farming Godway, which point out God as the ultimate farmer and human as land stewards, encourage Christian communities to show respect for the land in both spiritual and practical ways. To summarize all this, both Islam and Christian shares a lot of similarities and difference. The first similarities is the significant role of the transportation system. Both religions have used network of transportation to expand their influence, whether it's Christian traveling long distance to spread their faith, or Islamic civilization during Golden Age contributing to advance in road for trade. This demonstrates how religion, technology, and global connectivity has always been interconnected, while the other is about the significance of agriculture as a fundamental aspect of sustenance and livelihood. Both religions emphasize stewardship, ethical use of land, and sustainable farming practice. Both Islam and Christian emphasize the importance of agriculture as the spiritual and moral responsibility, as evidenced by reference in religious texts and historical practice.
Last but not least, on religion and sustainable economy, there is energy and resource efficiency. Resource efficiency and the circular economy play an important role in environmental and economic policy. Defined as the normative concepts which suggest the maximization of wealth and well-being, basically energy and resource efficiency in economy is how you can maximize wealth, but at the same time preserve the natural environment with minimal losses. In Islam, as the Quran declares, Islam advocates the efficient and effective use of natural resources and the reduction of waste. Highlighted in the Quran, Muslims are advised not to mend the land in terrible ways just for the sake of pleasure. Even during wartime, Muslim leaders like Abu Bakr warned his troops not to cut down trees, harm farms, or kill animals except for food. While in Christianity, as stewards of God's creation, Christianity teaches that humans have a responsibility towards the environment. Christians have a duty to do what they can to ensure they are environmentally responsible. Everyone is responsible for their contribution to the environment and therefore must ensure they act to protect it. The brief summary for both Islam and Christianity towards energy and resource efficiency is that the difference from both religions are how they consider moderation and avoidance of waste. In Islam, Muslims are of course allowed to eat and drink, but they are advised to not excess by waste, while Christianity voices that in this perspective, which is by focusing on oil since it is one of the Earth's natural resources.
Okay, now I will conclude or summarize all the research been made by my friends. In summary, poverty can be viewed from both Islamic and Christian perspectives in a number of ways, including sustainable agriculture and transportation, economic growth, sustainability, and energy and resource efficiency. Islam and Christianity both place a strong emphasis on moral principles, hard work, and stable families as ways to fight poverty. Islam prioritizes the welfare of the community through interest-free loans and zakat, whereas Christianity places more emphasis on personal accountability and stewardship. Next, promote ethical agricultural and transportation practices.